We've been talking these last several weeks about the difference in a cook and a chef, and you guys have been coming along learning that it's real important not to just to be a cook, someone who follows the recipes and makes something, but the importance of being a chef. And a chef is what? A leader. Someone who's concerned about the quality of the food, but also leadership in the kitchen, and also food safety. And what's the last thing we talked about? Profit. All right? The chef is concerned about profit. So today's lesson, we're going to talk about the profit part, okay? So, I'm going to draw $1 for visual aid purposes, okay? So take my word for it. This is $1. Who's on $1? Ben? Not George Washington? That looks more like Curious George, but... Okay, so there's Curious George, okay, because it's not a real dollar. Okay, so when money comes into the store, okay, $1, we sell some burger, it's a happy hour, half price, something. So say we make $1, okay? When the dollar comes into the store, is 100% of that dollar profit? No, there's some expenses that come out of that, right? The first thing is food costs. So what do you think, how many pennies out of $1 that comes into the store do we spend on food? You managers don't get to answer this. Guess. Yes, huh? About 12 or so? 25, okay, we'll say 25. All right, this has been all over the board for the past several years, sometimes as low as 23, sometimes much higher than that. But right now, if you're doing a pretty good job in the Sonicdrivein, you're going to run about 25% food cost. Okay, so that's the number we're going to go with today, which works out awesome because it's easier for me to multiply by 25. Okay, so then as you go along that dollar, you take out more expenses, right? What are some other things we have? We got rent. What's the other biggie besides food cost? Labor. We got, we got to mow the lawn, we got to scrub the lot, we got to paint the place, we got to buy new equipment. So we have some expenses that come out of that dollar. But when you get down to this side, you get to my favorite part of the dollar. That's the profit part, right? So how much of that dollar do you think is profit? He says 8. He says 8. Do I hear it? He says 10. Man, this is a very sophisticated class. Usually they're like 50%. 25. So today you guys are pretty smart because you said 10%, okay? And I'm going to go with that 10% because we got 35 Sonics in our group, right? You average them out, it averages about 10%. Now if you do a great job and you got a super high volume store, you might can do 15 or 20%. If you got a low volume store and you slip just a little bit, you can lose 7 pennies out of that dollar. But we're going to say 10 cents on the dollar is about what we make, okay? Does that make sense? So what I want to do today is I want to talk to you about some things that's going to make your job more enjoyable. It's going to make your customers more happy. And it's going to, believe it or not, save us money. Wow, how do we make those 3 things happen at the same time? That doesn't sound right. I'm glad you asked. Here's what we're going to talk about. Sometimes in a Sonic or any restaurant, do y'all know that sometimes a customer will lie saying we messed up their order just so they can get something free? If you hear that, Ray, can I get a witness? All right, it does happen sometimes. How many of you know that sometimes we really do make a mistake and we need to give them something free to make them happy? Okay? How many of you can tell me that you know 100% of the time that you can tell the difference? Man, dude, you and me are going to the boats tonight. You're going to make me rich. You know what? Sometimes we think we can. But the challenge is we can't. We really can't. We don't know 100% of the time when they're telling the truth or not. Sometimes that guy seems shady to me, right? But we don't know. And what if we do go and accuse somebody who is telling us the truth? Have you ever been in that situation? I mean, have you ever been at a restaurant and you say something, or any kind of business, and you're like, oh, this is this, and they're like, I don't think so. What's that customer going to do, right? I was at a restaurant, I'm not going to say exactly where, but it was a breakfast place, and I mean, you've heard of it, it's internationally known. It was a breakfast place I've been to, and I ordered my food. So Sylvester got it. So they bring, everybody orders bacon, lots of bacon, but I ordered turkey sausage because, I'm trying to watch the old something. My wife's picky. So the food comes and everybody has their thing, but I have bacon on my plate, my bacon and eggs, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I wanted turkey sausage instead of bacon. She went, and she took the whole plate. You know, she looked at me like, okay. So she took the whole plate, and everybody else is sitting there eating, and 10 minutes later, my food comes back, everyone else is done eating, and I get my cold eggs and hot turkey bacon. So they all sit and watch me eat. What should she have done? Just said, oh, I'm so sorry about that, just left it there. Went and got me some turkey and brought it. You know, what's she going to do with that bacon? Is she going to go give it to somebody else? I hope not. I hope not, you know. So that's what people think when we do that to them. What I want to do, this is going to set you free, okay? This is going to change your whole mind. This is going to make your job easier. It's going to make your customers happier. It's going to make you happier. I want you, whenever a customer says something, I want you to act as though they're telling the truth. Oh, Paul. Paul. You know, back in the 50s when you were running a drive-in, you know, it was a simpler time. People were nice, and you know, you might have got away with that. But nowadays, you know, people are trying to get by us all the time, right? I don't think they are. I think they're like I was sitting there. See, I don't know if I think I ordered turkey. I might have ordered bacon. But I wanted turkey. So if I have a guest, the customer, a lot of people say customer's always right. Customer's king. I'm not saying the customer's always right. Lord, no. And I'm not saying the customer's king. But the customer is our honored guest. And if our honored guest doesn't have what they want, I don't care if it's my fault, his fault, the computer's fault, I'm going to get them what they want. Does that make sense? So that customer may have done it wrong. They may have said, I might have ordered bacon. I don't know. But I wanted turkey sausage. Okay? So that's what she should have done for me. And that time, you know what? I came back again. A couple weeks later, I went back again. Over the next couple months, they made some more mistakes, and I don't ever go back there anymore. You know, one mistake I forgive. 3 mistakes, and I'm like, let's go somewhere else. Went somewhere else, tried it out, liked it better, never went back. That's what can happen to our customers. We make them a little upset. They may give us a break. We make them upset next time, they may leave and never come back. Okay? So act as if they're always telling the truth, okay? Because they think they are. Most of the time they think they are. But Paul, you don't understand. These people do this to me all the time. I got these crooked kids, right? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Make your life a little easier. Right. So, we got 10 cents on this dollar, right? That's the profit part. What if a customer comes in and their food is messed up and we say, you know what, I'm going to act as if they're telling the truth. I'm going to give them their food for free. I see managers that'll do that sometimes. If it's like $4, I'll just $4 give it to them. But if it's $10, they're like, ooh, $10? I'll tell you what, just give them an ice cream cone, okay? Maybe I'll tell you what, give them their price give them their drink half price, between 2 and 4 today. You know? So we don't want to believe them when it's a lot of money. But you know what? That high dollar customer, our customers are some of the most loyal customers in the whole QSR industry. Our customers come to us like 6 times a month. How many of y'all have customers you see every day? You know, we got customers we see 30 times a month. But on average, it's like 6 times a month. Okay? So if we got a guy that's going to spend $10 6 times a month, that's $60. You know, we want to keep that. But if I give him his $10 order, so I give him a $10 order. But, who's got a calculator? Because we're going to be doing some big math. Philip, get that thing humming, baby. Okay. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Okay, so $10, but our food cost is only 25 cents. So if we give them $10 worth of food, we're only spending 25% of that on the food. So what's $10 times 25%? 10 times 0.25 equals, now it seems easy now, but it's going to get tougher, so you keep practicing. I like it. Okay, $2.50 is what we spent to make that customer happy. Is that a little easier then? Okay, what if we really messed up? What if it took 12 minutes to get it out there? And we don't know this, but you go out there and the guy's really in a bad mood. I don't know. Maybe he's late coming home and his wife's already been texting him, where you at? Where you at? You got the bread? Huh? And when he left this morning, he had a flat tire and his dog ran out and peed on his shoes. I don't know. We don't know what happened to the guy. Maybe he's having a horrible day. Maybe something really bad happened. And he gets there and this is the final straw. And he's in a bad mood. And we took 12 minutes to get his order out. And we not only give him his food free, we give him, sir, I'm so sorry you're upset. Let me give you a coupon for $10. Let me show you how fast we can do it next time you're here, okay? What's he going to say? He's going to be like, that's not a bad deal. We actually could have turned a bad situation into a good situation. That makes that a good experience. I'm not saying go mess up every order and give it away so we can make it a good experience. But when we do make it, you know what? We can afford to give that away, because how much did that second $10 cost? $2.50. So it feels like we gave away $20. And that guy says, man, they gave me $20 to take care of my problems today, but really it cost us $5. Okay? So is it worth $5 to save a customer that spends $60 a month, as opposed to take the bacon and the eggs away and make him sit there like me, where they might leave? Right? So that's an investment outside the store. You say, but Paul, you don't understand. They do it all the time. This is not the 50s, man. Okay. What if we go crazy? What if I say, just relax and just do it, okay? Just act as if they're telling you the truth. How many times does it really happen? Because when it happens, we feel it. You hear that person, he's like, we messed up, and then Cook messed up again. And Cook says, I didn't mess up, you're checking the order out, right? We get the arguments going. But it really doesn't happen that often. We just notice it. So let's go crazy. Let's say we're going to give away $10, what did I say last time? 20 times a week? So let's say we do it 20 times a week. Okay? $10 times 20. So how much is that? I know. I think it's like 200. So it's like, dude, $200 a week? Paul, you're going to give that every week? Yeah, man, times 4. $800. I'm saying go ahead and just give away $800 a month. Ouch, but how much is that really? $200. So to give away $800 worth of value, it costs us $200 in food costs. Is it a little easier when you look at it that way, when you go out there and the customer says, medium, I wanted a large Coke? What happens if we don't believe the customer? Like, oh, large? Oh, give him the ticket. Number 9 said, he got a large ticket. Oh, no, he did not. Oh, no. It says medium. I'll tell you what, take out a small one. No, take it out. Take the large one out to him. Say, here you go, sir. Here's the large one. I'm going to give it to you this time. You understand? This time. But I'm watching you. Because I know you didn't order a large Coke. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying, I'm going to give it to you this time. How's that customer feel if we look at them like they're crooked? They don't come back. We need them more than they need us, okay? This is our honored guest. What does he think he ordered? He thinks he ordered large. If that's what he thinks he ordered, that's what's going to make him happy, let's give him a large. Is that easy when we know it's just a few cents? It's just a few cents to make them happy. That's what I want you guys to do, okay? Will you do it for me? Believe them. Act as though they're telling the truth. Because outside, it's an investment. Okay? Let me show you something a little bit different. Something else that goes on in our stores that maybe we don't think about quite so much. Inside our stores, okay, I have on occasion walked by a trash can, and I look down in the trash can, and I see, okay, we used to have these, this is my best example, because we used to have these white containers, not too long ago, white containers that we filled strawberries up in, and people would just dump out the strawberry and then put the lid on and throw it back in there. And I would open up the can and I would see like this much strawberry left in the bottom of that container. Like we could make like 3 more sundaes out of that. I'm like, ouch, that hurts. Okay, they're like, Paul, you're so cheap. Well, maybe that's 30 cents, okay, 30 or 40 cents. But there's also some hot chocolate can in there, the same thing. How much does chicken sandwich, chicken patty cost, you think? Grilled chicken. 78 cents. Good guess. Okay? 78 cents. You ever see anyone come in first thing in the morning and say, well, 6 o'clock, give me about 10 grilled chicken just in case we get busy. They make a bunch of grilled chicken, they put it in that pan and it sits and they start getting dry and breaking. Right? Okay. All I'm saying is there's little things in the trash can that just add up a little bit. Okay? Now, what if we portion things a little bit incorrectly? You know, half an ounce of mayonnaise costs a penny. You ever seen anybody put 2 ounces of mayonnaise? I always get upset because I don't like it that way. But that's 2 extra cents. 2 cents here, 2 cents there. Paul, what's the big deal? Okay, you ever see anybody overstock those bags, you know, the sandwich bags? And you just get them so full in there that when you try to pull one out, it's like, hurry, get me a bag. And they go everywhere and they're all over the floor. You know how much those foil bags cost? Yes. 5 cents. 4.5 cents, but I'm going to call it 5. I'm like you. And what you should do is instead of just saying, sweep that up, you should say, ah! Nickel, 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 nickel. Oh my gosh, wait a minute, this is starting to add up. Have you ever come into your store in the morning and they had a little bit of a breakfast rush 15 or 20 minutes ago and there's still tater tots like this tall up in there? What are we going to do? 2 bad things are going to happen. One, we're either going to sell them cold, bad, 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 or we're going to throw them away, bad, 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 right? Oh my gosh, that starts to add up. You know, the portioning on a bacon breakfast toaster is supposed to be it's like 3 pieces of bacon, right? But a lot of times we put 4 pieces of bacon. And that 4th piece of bacon is 10 cents. 10 cents for a piece of bacon. Oh, really? That kind of does that start to add up? Okay? It doesn't sound like that much, but look in your trash cans. Okay? So, what are you talking about, Paul? Here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that I lose markers constantly. And they're expensive. No, anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm talking about. During the course of the day, you got a lot of employees working in your stores, right? Got a couple coming in the morning, they go home. More come in for lunch, they go home. More come in afternoon, night. Well, during the course of the day, you might have, you know, low volume, you might have 10 or 15, high volume 25, 28 people. Let's say 20, okay? 20 employees come through your store during the course of the day. Given all those little things that I talked about, is it possible that they could waste $3.50 a piece? I didn't even talk about ice cream. Man, should I go back and talk about ice cream? What's the last step in making a shake?
Scraping it off.
Yeah, scrape some off and throw it in the sink. Oh my gosh, that stuff's expensive. So is it possible that these people could come through here and waste maybe $3.50 during the course of the day? Who cares? $3.50. $70 a day. That still doesn't sound like that much. What's 70 times 30?
2,100.
That's what I thought. $2,100. $2,100. Just in the trash cans and on the floor. Easy. Does that seem easy? Just a few cents. But you know what? We got these customers outside, and we will go out there and say, "You didn't order a large Coke? I saw your ticket. Stupid." But we'll be inside and we'll just like, bucket of tater tots, throw them away, you know. So that's why I get freaked out about the inside. No, keep that grease upside down. Empty all the grease out of that container. Scrape all of that. But give that customer $50 ordered if we messed it up. People think I'm crazy, but now y'all know, crazy like a fox. Anyway, here's the deal. $2,100 is a big deal. Outside, we're giving away 20 messed up orders a week. We're sitting here and it only costs us $200 for the whole month. But inside, $2,100. We're trying to make food cost bonus. Let's say you want your food cost under 25% and it's running 24%. Okay? And we did all that stuff and we gave away an extra $200. Say you got a $100,000 a month volume store. Okay. If you do $100,000 a month and you gave away $200 worth of food to your customers, what is that as a percentage? So 200 divided by 100,000. 0.002. So you just made all these customers happy, made yourself happy, because what happens when you go outside and you argue with a customer? The guy next to him is like, "Oh my God, what did he do?" You know, that does not look good. And then you come in and you're like, oh, stupid customers. And you ruin your whole day over 3 minutes with, yeah, maybe he was a jerk, maybe we messed up. As opposed to, I'm so sorry, here you go, that's a large one, you know, we messed up. Come back and see us in the morning, okay? You know, good to see you, thank you very much. You get to come in happy. And when you're happy, the whole crew's happy, right? When the manager's mad, how's the whole crew feel? Oh, dang. When am I getting out of here? Right? So this makes your day better to do this. Also, this $200 we gave away, you just messed up your food costs. You went from 24% to 24.2%. Oh, well, I'm still way under 25. That's not bad. But what's 2,100 divided by 100,000?
121.0.
Actually, it's 2.1. So now all of a sudden your food costs went from 24% to 26.1% because all that food's in the trash we didn't care about. Bam! You know how much $2,000 is? Okay, you know when that food truck comes in twice a week and the guy starts getting the dolly and starts getting pallets, starts getting boxes and boxes of food and bringing it up in the store and stacking it up, and you got food stacked all over the place. You got your truck order. I'm going to draw a picture of a truck. This is amazing. I'm the Pictionary world champ. Small world. Okay, so this is my food truck, okay? How much do you think we spend on all that food laying around when that food comes and delivers it? What's the bill on that? What's the grocery tab, Matthew?
$4,000.
God, this place is too smart. What'd you guess, Chris? You haven't got to see the invoice like he has.
It's an $8,000 truck.
I've seen some high dollar ones. Okay? You're doing $100,000 a month? That's probably going to be about a $4,000 bill. About a $4,000 grocery bill with all that food stacked all over the place. How much is in the trash? $2,100 in the trash. If we're not careful, we threw away half of your food truck order. Just wasted. All that food laying around it, half of it goes in the trash can. 3 cents here, 3 cents there. Is that shocking? It's like, whoa. So we got to get passionate about cooking less more often, right? So we don't have to throw away. Proper portioning, right? So it tastes good the same every time. We don't have to throw it away. You clean out. You get your spatulas out. When you get to the end of the mayonnaise, you get your spatula out. When you get to the end of your chopped fudge, you get your spatula out, right? And when your customer has a problem, we take care of it. We go out there and we make them happy, right? Sylvester, I don't know if you had a girlfriend or not, but let's say you had a girlfriend and you brought her home and you cooked her a delicious dinner. Oh man, we're talking steaks, baked potato salad, whatever you would cook. And at the end, the pièce de la résistance, since you're a chef, like a brownie, hot brownie, ice cream, and hot fudge, and maybe you put some pecans on there and you give it to her. And you know, this is like, it's been going good. She's like, I'm allergic to pecans. This is your honored guest. Do you say, oh, you didn't say you didn't want no pecans. You should have said you didn't want pecans. No, you say, oh, I'm so sorry. Let me go make you another one real quick, okay? Because you're my honored guest. And if that's not what you want, yeah, we're going to get repeat customer, right? We want her back. So these are your honored guests. Wow. If they don't like what they have, fix it. Give them what they want, right? But if we're inside and your cook chops way too many tater tots, like, yeah, I need a breakfast toaster with an order of tater tots, and he's back there and drops a whole basket of tots, let's talk about that. So, oh, no, less, more often, okay? Makes sense. Free yourself, okay? The reason Josh loves this so much, way back on 100 years ago, whenever you were assistant manager, I did this class for him, and he's like, I used to be the worst one in the world, and this is why I use the drink special. Because Josh told me, he's like, you know, I never would do that. I would argue with customers, and I'd be so frustrated. And finally, he believed me. Okay, he believed me. He was an assistant manager at Airline. Customer came in and said, hey, that was supposed to be a 44-ounce Coke. And they were like, I've been here before. Right? So Josh says, just send him out a 44-ounce Coke. And everyone's like, what? Just send it to him, man. Just believe it. Send it to him, you know. And they're like, okay. Your crew didn't believe you for a while, did you? It was a job to get all them in line, right? It was a job. But that month, believe it or not, Airline had the lowest food cost of the whole group that month. That was back in the good old days, 21.97 or some crazy number. Okay? So believe me, it will make your life easier, make your crew happier, make your customers happier, and in the long run, it'll actually make us more money, right? So, here's the final thing. Here's what we got to remember. This is what puts it together. Okay? Actually, that all is the final thing. But something I want you to remember. If we earn $1, we sell something, we get $1, how much of that dollar's profit? 10 cents. If we save $1 because it doesn't go in the trash can, how much of that dollar's profit? The whole dollar. Because it didn't go in the trash. Right? So $1 earned is 10 cents. $1 saved is $1. So work, okay? Work it out. Have fun. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Y'all have a great day. Thank you very much. Oh, please.